It's over. Harry and Meghan's estimated $25 million podcast deal canceled after less than a year.
Meghan Markle was seen in public for the first time since the end of her and Prince Harry's $20 million podcast deal with Spotify, and she appeared very downcast. Meghan was photographed walking to a salon appointment in Santa Barbara, California, and she had a pretty serious expression on her face. According to the Daily Mail, she seemed pretty wrapped up in a serious conversation, and she frequently was checking her phone. Whoever she was talking to, it looked like it was getting pretty serious. Either way, Meghan chose the natural look, strutting the streets with no makeup to her appointment. Again, this is after Meghan Markle and Prince Harry released a joint statement announcing that their Spotify podcast, known as Archetypes, had been canceled and they're not renewing it for a second season.
People should expect the real me in this, and probably the me that they've never gotten to know, certainly not in the past few years.
Now, their company, Archewell Audio, stated that they had mutually agreed to part ways with Spotify. However, insiders claim that the decision was due to the couple just not producing enough content at all. And despite signing a $20 million deal with Spotify back in the year 2020, only 12 episodes of Archetypes was produced. So it's like you got $20 million here. Spotify wants more than 12 episodes.
H&M issued a joint statement with Spotify saying they have mutually agreed to part ways and they are proud of the series.
Following the announcement of the termination of the partnership, Bill Simmons, Spotify's head of global sports strategy, criticized Harry and Meghan and calling them lazy and effing grifters during an episode of the Bill Simmons podcast.
Wannabe, depending on whether it's useful to them that day, Royals, Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They have been described as beeping grifters by a Spotify executive after their reputed £15 million podcast deal was dropped after just one series.
He jokingly expressed regret for not being involved in the negotiation and shared a story about a Zoom call that he had with Harry to help him with a podcast idea.
He said, "I've got to get drunk one night and tell the story of the Zoom I had with Harry to try and help him with a podcast idea. One of my best stories, The Grifters." He also talked about them being lazy as well.
Also, according to another industry insider, Spotify is shifting its podcast priorities to focus on creators who have very strong audiences like Alex Cooper, Dax Shepard, as well as Emma Chamberlain, people like that. And the source also mentioned that there are many great content creators out there eager to produce content for Spotify. And I guess they were pretty surprised that Meghan and Harry, being who they are, just weren't eager to pump out more content. Opinions about the podcast cancellation vary among royal experts as well as the public in general, with some expressing disappointment, as well as some are saying that it's a huge failure for the couple, Harry and Meghan, and that this could potentially lead to the collapse of their empire. Biographer Angela Levin added that there is a sense of wariness among the public towards Meghan and Harry. She specifically said this: "People are fed up with them now." Also, royal expert Kinsey Schofield, she chimed in on this saying, and I quote, "It was reported Harry and Meghan were going to be making content together, but I think innately both Harry and Meghan are incredibly boring. It's hard to hear a woman preach about feminism when we know she elevated herself through marrying a prince. The reason she has the platform she has to preach down at you is because she married a man, and that's the only reason she has that opportunity." She further went on to say this: "I think at their core, Harry and Meghan aren't very interesting. They don't want to share about themselves and being more relatable to the American public or the world. People are just over millionaires complaining about their 16 bathrooms."
Person that I married, I just can't. That's who I loved and that's who I remember.
Kim Kardashian literally broke down in tears, expressing her deep desire to get back with the Kanye West that she once married. This happened when she was reflecting on her relationship, and Kim just can't believe how much has changed when it comes to her ex Kanye. On her family's reality TV show, The Kardashians, Kim just broke down in front of her sister Khloe Kardashian over Kanye. When asked by Khloe Khloe if she was okay, that's when Kim leaned her head back and cried out and said that she's just not okay.
You okay?
Not okay. I just can't.
She is clearly emotional about this whole thing, and it's 100% affecting her, and she just can't hide that fact. And Khloe, of course, was there being a good sister, just being there for her and trying to console her. But it's definitely really tough for Kim to deal with. Also, in reference to Kanye and the change that happened, this is what Kim said. It's so different from the person that I married.
So different than the person that I married. That's who I loved, and that's who I remember.
I'll do anything to get that person back.
I'll do anything to get that person back.
And Kim and Kanye, by the way, they divorced back in March of 2022 after 6 years of marriage. And on the June 1st, 2023 episode of The Kardashians, Kim did previously open up about Kanye's behavior and the changes. And his behavior could just be really unpredictable sometimes. And some of the things that he did and said publicly and privately were just not okay with her because of how offensive some of the stuff were. And witnessing all of this was just a lot for her to take in. And she even went on to say this: it's the hardest feeling to watch someone you really loved and you have a family with just be so different than who you knew. And then she went on to also say, sometimes I feel like if he were to hit rock bottom, that's his journey that he needs to figure out on his own. I used to run around and call people behind his back and be like, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay, don't worry, just give him another chance. I just don't have that energy. Also, during a recent conversation with Vogue Italia, Kim shared her journey of rediscovering her identity and conquering challenges after her separation from Kanye. Here's what she said to Vogue Italia. I do feel like it's a new me. My prior confidence stemmed from having a partner whose opinion I trusted so much. When that happens, you kind of lose your own. Now I'm at a time where I just want to do the right thing. But the thing is, Kanye is already remarried to Bianca Censori, so it looks like it's just way too late to rekindle anything at all. I'm not sure what Kim is thinking here, but hey, I'm probably actually not the only person that somehow, for some reason, think that they're gonna end up back together in the future. I don't know why I have that feeling. I can't be the only one out there. And we've definitely seen that before, guys.
I was at the lowest point of my life when I looked the way you consider my health.
People have been bullying Ariana Grande for losing a lot of weight. They're also accusing her of having an ED and comparing her weight loss to Eugenia Cooney.
Speculation and worry and concern have been totally rampant online regarding Ariana Grande's recent weight loss, with a video surfacing that has raised a whole lot of concerns among her fans. In a relatively recent TikTok video, Ariana Grande, who has recently collaborated with the cosmetic brand Rem Beauty, appeared in her own home. And in the video, she wore a pink tank top in one clip and a white hoodie in another, with her hair pulled back in a ponytail, revealing her neck and facial features.
I've been doing my homework, and I want to talk to you about something.
Do you think your eyes are a little too smoky for every day?
Yeah, I'm going through a phase. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Okay.
So fans, when they saw this, they expressed both confusion and surprise about Ariana Grande's physical well-being, as she appeared noticeably paler than usual and appeared to have a much slimmer physique. So the video definitely sparked a whole lot of discussion and theories about her health. Like, what's going on, Ariana? What's going on behind the scenes here?
Marriage problems, and numerous other theories about her personal life. And while Ariana rarely addresses these types of rumors, it looks like the recent speculations about her weight loss really affected her.
Now, in the caption of her TikTok video, Ariana Grande attributed her significant transformation to her new makeup routine. And this is what she wrote. Who else knows the feeling? Makeup makes all the difference, but we'll never get enough of the at the borderline eyeliner, marker, or lip pencil. So when some fans saw this, they began to comment about her appearance, with one fan saying this: every time I see pictures of this woman, she looks different. Used to look good, said another fan. And then there was even one fan that commented this. Someone said she looks AI generated. Wow. Okay, so a whole lot of chatter online definitely expressed concerns about Ariana's well-being. And although Ariana did respond to people saying that this is actually the healthiest she's been, many of her fans just don't believe her. She said that before she was on antidepressants, and just because she looks like this doesn't mean that she's not healthy. There's different forms of healthy and all of that. But hey, fans were just like, not buying it. Especially now with rumors of her husband Dalton Gomez cheating on her. There's a whole lot of speculation about Ariana Grande and Dalton Gomez's marriage that has come up recently. Well, semi-recently, but either way, there's a lot of rumors circulating about the potential divorce that they're headed towards.
Speculation, he's hitting up clubs and meeting other women while Ariana is away.
And people are saying that this is causing Ariana a whole lot of stress, and that's affecting her health. So that's one possibility.
Like just being there for each other and like helping each other through.
Now, these rumors originated when TikTokers started to claim that Dalton Gomez has been unfaithful to Ariana Grande while she is in England filming Wicked. And several users alleged that Dalton Gomez has been frequenting clubs. Yeah, he's checking them out, flirting with women, as well as engaging with other women online, not just in person at clubs. And on top of that, it was stated that Ariana has invited Dalton to visit her in England multiple times, but he's always declining because he says that he's busy with work commitments. And the interesting thing is that this is not the first time where cheating rumors surrounding Ariana and Dalton have surfaced. Back in 2021, reports surfaced that he had flirted with another woman at a party, and that left Ariana heartbroken. However, both of them did end up denying the rumors at the time.
And now I shall butcher my eyeliner the same. I'm just not wearing my ring, it's getting cleaned. I'm not getting a divorce. Before you start, don't.
But either way, it's still pretty concerning to think that Ariana is going through a whole lot and may not necessarily be 100% honest, because of course, you may not necessarily want everybody coming in on your personal business. You want to keep things a little bit private. So we're just hoping that Ariana is healthy, that she is okay, and that her marriage, just like any other marriage, will definitely go through some rough patches, but we really hope that she can definitely work it out and keep moving strong.